I've had this feeling lately, and I bet you have too. Everywhere I look, it all kind of sounds the same. The emails, the posts, the newsletters, social media, all of it a little too clean, a little too polished, a little too perfectly structured. And I can't always tell why, but something in me, it just doesn't connect with it. But the moment it really hit me was when I recently opened an email from a guy that I've known for 20 plus years. And the email was good. It was very good, maybe a little too good. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, I've known Tim for 20 years, and this guy has never sounded this squared away, this buttoned up, this polished. He sounded like a darn college professor. Of course, it didn't take too long for it to register that, of course, Tim didn't write it. Tim's AI wrote it. Now, you know what? I almost did because it was so dang perfect. I almost had my AI right back to Tim's AI. And for a second there, I caught the whole thing. Two machines talking to each other. Tim and I nowhere in the room. Two guys have known each other for 20 years, and neither of us were actually there. What in the world are we doing? Because here's where this is going. Last year, more than half of new articles on the internet were mostly written by AI. Today, something like 3 out of 4 new web pages have machine fingerprints somewhere in them. We are swimming in a sea of it, a whole ocean of stuff that's technically fine, but completely soulless. A good friend, best-selling author and Thinkers 50, Erica Dewan, put a name on this that I haven't been able to shake. She called it the erosion of organizational identity through the automation of language. It's like when everybody's running around, running everything through the same machines, the whole company starts to sound like one person who doesn't exist. And I take it one step further. It's not just companies that are losing their identity. It's you, it's me, it's Tim. And that's what we got to talk about this month. Welcome to the June edition of the Future Ready series, gang. Let's get into it. Welcome back. Now, here's the thing that ought to give us all a little hope. This spring, in fact, in April, MIT ran one of their massive 2-year projects. They ran 11,000 real-world tasks, everyday work that people get paid for, and they ran it through 40 different AI models, think Claude, ChatGPT, etc. And then they had the people who actually do those jobs evaluate the results. And when they looked at the results, 2/3 of the time, the machine's work came back as quote-unquote good enough, meaning usable. But the second the work had to be better than good enough, the second the work had to be excellent or trusted or make somebody on the other end actually feel something, the machines couldn't get there, not even close. Now, it's the same reason that Tim's email felt off to me. It was perfect, but there was nobody home. So picture your whole business as a stack of work and value. Down at the bottom of that value stack is the work that just has to be right? It's the accurate quotes, the correct specs, the truck that shows up on Tuesday like you promised. The floor is exactly the part of the machine that just walked in and took over. Now, the middle, as you start to move up the value stack, is the decent stuff. It's the fine advice, it's the fine service, it's the okay email that nobody remembers an hour later, right? Tim's email lives in the middle, and the middle is where most businesses are spending most of the time. And it's the area that used to be safe, but it's not anymore. Now, anything that the machine can do an okay job of, it's going to be cheap. It's going to lose value. Now, as we move up the top is everything that was missing from Tim's email. It's the relationship, the trust, the sound of your own voice, and a note that only could have come from you. Right? That's the part no machine has ever gotten near in its advancement. Now, for most of our work, the bottom of the stack was a safe place to stand, reliable, paid the bills, and it's the first thing to go. It's the only direction left that where anything is worth anything is up. That's the work I want you thinking about, getting your people up out of the crowded middle and bottom and into the parts that only the humans can pull off. I call it ascending the value stack. The conversation where somebody hears, what a customer wasn't saying out loud, the crew that leaves the job site cleaner than they found it, the customer who calls you first, not because you're the cheapest, but because they trust you to tell them the truth. Now, this is the part I really want to sit with you this month. Wherever you're at on your journey, leveraging these new tools, your greatest asset is you. Sounding like you, even as imperfect and clunky and human as that is. The thing the machine cannot touch, and I've been pressed on this. Stories, memories, your ability to sit across from a person and build something real between you. I think that's the whole ball game. Connection. The one thing in this world that can't be automated. Again, it's why this council matters so much. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a flood coming. People are already calling it AI slop, oceans of it, more every day. The thing that cuts through, that's older than any of this, it's a true story well told. Tim didn't need a faster email from me. He needed to feel like he was still talking to his friend in my response. So 3 things I want you to think about. Number 1, start building a story bank, right? Every shop, every organization is sitting on a pile of great stories. Got to start collecting them this week, your next team huddle. Ask one person to tell about a time they went out of their way for a customer, right? The 6 a.m. run, the save nobody talks about, write it down, keep it somewhere that everybody can get. A shared doc, a Google Doc, a note on a wall, it doesn't matter. By the end of the month, you're going to have 10 of them. That bank is going to be one of the most valuable things in your building because it's proof of the part of you the machine can't fake. So build a story bank, number 1. Number 2, tell the story small. Tell it small. What do I mean by that? When you tell one of these, you got to kill the generic version. Don't say we take care of people. Right? That's slop talking. Get specific. It was Tuesday, 6 a.m. Raw product sitting on a job site 40 miles out, and Marcus got the right ones there before the framers finished their coffee. Detail is the fingerprints. It's the one thing the machine cannot invent. You just have to remember. So train the team. Names, times, what it smelled like in the truck. The more specific you get, the more human it gets. And the more human it gets, the more impossible it is to copy. So tell it small. 3, sign your work. Here's what I mean by that. Here's the hard one. Before you send the next email, you got to ask yourself, to the builder that you've known for 15 years, is there anything in this that could have come from anyone but me? Is it a memory, a real opinion, the thing you'd actually say to them if they were standing in front of you? If the answer is no, you haven't written to him, the machine has. So put yourself back in it. Use the tools for the quotes, the specs all day long, but the relationship, you sign that one yourself. Do these 3 things, and I promise you something's going to shift in the culture. People stop guessing what good looks like. They've seen it, and the stories become the bar. So here's your prompt for this month. And I want you to think about this. Somewhere out there is somebody who'd noticed the day you stopped sounding like you. And if that were true, what is it they'd miss? And what are you protecting? And what are you handing to the machine to save 20 minutes? I'll go back to the story between me and Tim, right? 2 guys, 20 years. And we almost let the machines have the conversation for us. When I was in the moment, I closed the laptop and I picked up the phone. And let me tell you something. It just felt better. Stay human. Have a great month. And as always, keep putting your love to work. I'll see you soon. Cheers.